Hello. The heat has not been kind to us. Okay, who says what? The heat has not been kind to us. This heat is driving me insane, guys. Anyway. It's the festive season. Christmas is in a week. Looking at the calendar. Christmas is in a week. We have family members that have lost their jobs, have one salary income, even some households that just depend on SARS only. We have people that have lost everything, people that are still, let alone buying gifts for their kids, trying to figure out how they're gonna feed their kids on that day, how they're gonna give their kids their meal, or how they're gonna get stationery for the next year, or school uniform for the next year. And I'm saying this because this is a very realistic thing. And I want to reassure anybody that's related to me, that might see me, or is avoiding me, because they're going through the most. I don't care. I don't care if you rock up with a new car this Christmas or this festive season, or you have 12 houses and 3 pigs and 7 horses and whatever the case is. We can sit down on Christmas Day and have peanut butter and jam, FYI, my favorite sandwich, and drink juice. I'm okay. You okay? We alive. We have another year to try to do it again. We have another year to believe that God is doing it for us. And this is why I'm reassuring those family members. It's because I want you to reassure your family members, your friends. Family members does not need to be people that are blood relatives to you. You know, reassure those people that you don't give a damn what they have. I have been blessed. Growing up, I thought, why us? Why we had to be the ones that have less? You know? Why we had to go through this? But I find it to be a blessing. A blessing in a sense whereby Christmas means something different to me than most. Festive season means something different to me than most. I would not invite children over and give my son a gift before they arrive, because they don't have. That's just an example of something that has happened to me growing up. But all of those hard things made me the person I am and allowed me to appreciate what the season's about. The season is about the birth, so the sacrifice could take place. What better way than to have people that genuinely love you around you, whether you're having, I don't know, what do they cook? Gammon, trifle. I'm gonna call it on y'all for a second. But all of those things, and have no joy and no peace and no happiness, and your tables are empty because there's not enough bums on the table, because everybody's too scared to come through, because what if they find out I'm going through this? I'm gonna feel belittled. They won't want to hear me. They won't pay attention to me. I would prefer having those people in my home and say, you know, guys, we can't do gammon this year, but we can do sandwiches, just to make accommodation for all of us being together, you know? it's real what people are going through. And it's so funny because I have a lot of people that I listen to their stories and I'm like, okay, but your brother lives up the road. Your mother's like, a taxi away. Your cousin is next door. Why aren't you going there? They're gonna judge me. This judging thing is real, guys. As human beings, we do it so much. We do it so much. I do it unconsciously sometimes. But with me, I don't judge you of what you have or what you don't have. I judge you on what you say. Like sometimes my brain goes there, and I have to bring myself back and say, what? If they know better, they'll do better. Knowledge is power, that type of thing. But human beings, we do judge. What I'm asking us to be consciously doing this festive season is not to judge. Just don't judge. Just let anybody that's coming home come home and have a conversation with you. Just remind all your loved ones that you're there for them. You're there for them. You're there for them to speak. You're there for them to express themselves. You're just there for them. It doesn't have to be anything like heavy. Psychological safety is such a important thing. We have less of it nowadays with social media and everything. But let's remind our loved ones that, let's do what we can. And if we can't do, we can't do. And let's chill on Christmas Day and smile and laugh and cry and tackle the next year as it comes. I think I say this every year, and it gets more and more important every single year. It gets more important because I see my peers going through so much and they have no one to talk to. They're scared to go home. They're scared to interact with family. They're scared to express themselves because someone else is better than them or someone else is acting better than them, And it's just sad. It's just really sad. So, with that said, guys, this festive, we got people trying to feed themselves. We got people, they've lost everything. They lost people, they lost finances, they lost their home, they lost their cars, they just lost everything. And then right now, sitting and they're like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to make this work. Reassure them. You believe in them. You will not judge them. And this festive season, if all they want to do is talk to you and cry out loud next to you, you're there for them. There is no one on this earth, there's no one on this planet, regardless how much money you have, they can judge the next. They can judge the next. Because you know what you can't do? You can't buy yourself into the kingdom of heaven. Even if you don't believe in heaven and Jesus and all of that, you can't buy yourself into what they call it, the top 7 energy playing fields when you die. You can't buy that. That's your soul getting judged. Let's keep that in mind, guys. Have a good festa.